I just got through walking my hill that keeps going down and down and down. I just now made it back up almost to the top. That's why I'm out of breath. I was thinking about going down as I started my walk, and I was thinking how the sun is shining here. It's really not that cold. And I'm thinking, why don't I do this more often? It felt very easy going down the bottom of the hill. Sometimes in our life, as we start to go down or we're headed toward a valley, it's almost effortless. Walking down requires no extra strength, no hard breathing. My blood doesn't really have to pump faster. And I think about our lives when we get to the valley. Maybe the reason that we stay there so long is a couple of reasons. One is we learn to live uncomfortably comfortable. We start to tolerate the pain, the betrayal, the grief, the disappointment, the hurt, the offenses, and maybe we camp out in the valley. And then our mindset, the enemy really, he's there echoing like some kind of a sound system telling you that this is what your life is meant to be. This is where you're supposed to stay. Nothing good's going to happen to you. See what they did to you. Is God really listening to you? Is God really real? Is he there? Why are you here? But what happens is when we start to look about what's ahead of us, we physically have to work in actual faith. In 2 Chronicles chapter 20, if you've not read that, take time to read it, because it's the story of Jehoshaphat going out to a battle that there was no way physically possible that he and his army and his praisers could even do. But the key words in that chapter, in that book, is when it says, and when they began to march and sing praises, it says, and then God stepped in. He fought the battle, he took care of both enemies, and he left them all the plunder. Now I want to tell you, I had to stop a couple times coming up this hill, and I've lived here for a very long time. And no matter how many times I've walked this hill, every day walking it 2 times, the uphill climb is never easy. It never doesn't take my breath. The situation you're in right now, if you're in the valley, oh wow, don't get comfortable. Don't pitch a tent there. Don't make your bed there. Don't hang things on the wall, because that's not where you're destined to be. But pull your bootstraps up. Realize that when you in actionable faith start taking every step up that mountain, things are going to move. Things are going to change, because then God gets to be involved. I'm not saying that we feel sorry for ourselves, but again, those words, living uncomfortably comfortable, just agreeing with where we've landed. Don't do that. Don't do that. Jesus died to set us free, to liberate us from that chains of bondage. He set us apart to be holy. He gave us a plan, his word. The Holy Spirit that indwells inside the believers is the greatest coach, cheerleader. The thing that the Holy Spirit's words lift up and encourage you. So if I've spoken to you today, and listen, every step I took was harder and harder. I can almost see the top of the hill now, and that's the hardest part. That is the steepest part to my house. That is the greatest incline. It's going to take the greatest effort. But if I stop here, I'll never get to where I'm going. And if you stop now, you're never going to get to the plan that God had for you, the destiny he has for you. Don't let the enemy cheat you. Don't let him convince you that this living uncomfortably comfortable is just where I'm supposed to be. Don't do it. Realize how uncomfortable your situation is. Get up. Take a deep breath. Allow the Holy Spirit to start moving inside of you and helping you take each and every step.